Have you ever felt an itch that just won't go away? Maybe it's been lingering for days, weeks, or even months. Most people shrug it off, thinking it's just dry skin or an allergy. But what if I told you that persistent itching could be your body's desperate cry for help, warning you about serious diseases you may not even know you have? Studies show that the vast majority of people never connect itching to life-threatening conditions, and as a result, they often receive their diagnosis far too late. Today, we're going to uncover the hidden truth behind this seemingly harmless symptom and reveal 3 major health risks it could be pointing to: type 2 diabetes, liver disease, and kidney failure. These aren't rare conditions. They affect millions worldwide, often developing silently until the damage is severe. But here's the good news. If you know the early signs, you can take action before it's too late. Before we dive in, I want you to do something. Type the word alert in the comments right now if you've ever experienced unexplained itching. It might seem like a small step, but it could help someone scrolling by realize they're not alone. And it tells me that you're here to take your health seriously. Also, hit the like button and share this video with someone you care about. You never know whose life you might save. Stay with me until the end, because I have an important message that could change the way you look at your health forever. Now let's start with the first hidden danger, one that often begins with an itch in a very specific place. For many people, type 2 diabetes creeps in silently with no obvious warning signs until the damage is already underway. But one of the earliest and most overlooked symptoms is persistent itching, especially in the lower body. High blood sugar levels pull moisture out of your skin, leaving it dry, fragile, and more prone to irritation. Over time, this dehydration, combined with poor circulation and nerve damage caused by uncontrolled glucose, creates the perfect storm for itching that simply won't go away. It often starts subtly, an occasional scratch on the shins, calves, or feet. But as blood sugar remains elevated, the itch can intensify, becoming particularly bothersome at night. Some people even wake up from sleep, scratching without realizing it. By the time most seek medical help, the itching is just one of many problems. Numbness, tingling, and slow-healing wounds may already be present, signaling that nerve and blood vessel damage has progressed. Research shows that a significant portion of diabetes cases are diagnosed years after the disease begins. That delay can mean the difference between manageable lifestyle changes and lifelong complications. And while lotions or creams may temporarily soothe the itch, they do nothing to address the underlying cause. If you've been dealing with unexplained itching in your legs or feet, especially if you also experience excessive thirst, frequent urination, or unexplained fatigue, it's time to take it seriously. Get your blood sugar tested. Early detection and proper management can not only stop the itch, but also prevent irreversible damage to your body. Now, let's move from the legs to an itch in a completely different part of the body, one that may be signaling trouble in a vital organ you can't live without. If the itch you're feeling is concentrated in your palms or the soles of your feet, especially if it worsens at night, you might be looking at a completely different problem: liver disease. When your liver is damaged, it can't properly filter waste from your blood. One particular substance, bilirubin, begins to build up, causing a condition known as cholestatic pruritus. Unlike common skin irritation, this kind of itch often resists antihistamines and topical creams. Because the problem isn't on the surface, it's inside your body. The liver is a silent workhorse. And when it starts to fail, symptoms are often subtle until the damage is severe. Chronic alcohol use, hepatitis infections, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease are some of the main culprits, and they're more common than most people think. The itch caused by liver dysfunction has a unique pattern. It often gets worse in the evening and may feel deeper under the skin. It's making it nearly impossible to relieve by scratching. Many people dismiss this symptom until it's accompanied by more alarming signs like yellowing of the eyes or skin, dark urine, or unusual fatigue. But by then, the condition may already be advanced. If you're experiencing persistent itching in your hands or feet without any visible rash or allergy triggers, it's time to pay attention. A simple blood test can check your liver enzymes and bilirubin levels. It's giving you an early warning before serious damage occurs. Now that we've looked at the liver, let's move to another vital filter in your body. This next type of itching often begins in a place you might not expect. Middle of your back. Your kidneys are your body's purification system, constantly filtering waste from your blood. But when they begin to fail, those toxins known as uremic waste start building up. One of the earliest and most frustrating symptoms of kidney trouble is a relentless itch, often beginning in the middle of your back. Unlike allergies or dry skin, this itch doesn't usually come with a rash. Instead, it feels deeper, almost as if it's coming from beneath the skin. At first, you might ignore it or think you've just slept in the wrong position. But as waste products accumulate, the itch can spread from the back to the arms, legs, and even the scalp. High blood pressure and poorly controlled diabetes are the two leading causes of kidney failure, and both conditions often go hand in hand. That means if you already have these risk factors, persistent, unexplained itching should set off alarm bells. Unfortunately, by the time most people connect the dots, kidney damage is already advanced. That's why early screening is so critical. Simple blood and urine tests can detect problems long before symptoms become severe. If your back itch persists, especially when paired with swelling in your hands or feet, unexplained fatigue, or changes in urination, don't wait. Get tested. The sooner you identify the problem, the better your chances of slowing or even stopping further damage. Now that we've covered the 3 major diseases linked to itching, it's time to separate fact from fiction and learn exactly what to do next if you're experiencing these symptoms. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that persistent itching is just an allergy. While allergies are real, they're far from the only cause. Believing this myth can delay diagnosis and treatment for conditions like diabetes, liver disease, or kidney failure. The first step is to stop guessing and start testing. If your itch is in the legs or feet, ask for a blood sugar test. If it's concentrated in your palms or soles, check your liver enzymes and bilirubin levels. If it starts on your back or spreads without a rash, request kidney function tests. These simple exams can catch problems early often before they cause permanent damage, while you wait for results. There are measures you can take to relieve discomfort. Keep your skin hydrated with unscented moisturizers. Avoid hot showers that strip natural oils, and wear loose, breathable clothing. But remember, these are temporary solutions. They do not replace medical evaluation also. Be aware of emergency signs. Sudden swelling, shortness of breath, intense fatigue, or yellowing skin should send you to a doctor immediately. Most importantly, talk about it. Share your symptoms with loved ones. You might encourage someone else to get checked and prevent serious illness. Now, let's wrap this up with what matters most: how to protect yourself from these diseases before symptoms even appear. The best way to fight these silent threats is to stop them before they start. A balanced diet, low in processed sugars and unhealthy fats can drastically reduce your risk of diabetes and liver disease. Regular physical activity strengthens circulation, improves metabolism, and supports kidney function. And cutting back on alcohol, staying hydrated, avoiding excessive use of painkillers can protect your liver and kidneys over the long term. Routine. Checkups are your safety net. Even if you feel fine, annual blood work can reveal problems long before symptoms appear. Think of it as maintenance for the most valuable machine you'll ever own, your body. Equally important is listening to the signals your body sends. Persistent itching isn't always harmless. It could be a whisper of something much larger brewing beneath the surface. Ignoring it could cost you more than just your comfort. It could cost your health, or even your life. So here's your call to action. Pay attention, get tested, and share this video with someone you care about. If you've learned something today, hit the like button and type health first in the comments to let me know you're committed to protecting your well-being. And as I promised, here's the important message. Knowledge is powerful, but only if you act on it. Don't wait for symptoms to worsen. Take control of your health today, because prevention is always better than cure.